As you've seen, there's an extraordinary lack of passion for the bill, it seems, on the part of people who support it. But that doesn't mean there are not good points and bad points that can be pointed out. Here to do just that tonight is senior political analyst Britt Hume. Good evening, Britt.
Hi, Brett. The best thing for congressional Republicans about the bipartisan budget bill the Senate will vote on Tuesday is that if it passes, it will get them past another struggle over spending and taxes without either a threatened or actual government shutdown. People may not think much of the government these days, but they don't like shutdowns, and they never blame the Democrats when they happen. The worst thing about the deal is that it lifts in part the legally mandated caps on federal spending for 2 years. Those caps had actually reduced government spending for 2 years running, a rare occurrence. But that actually brings us to the second best thing about the deal, which is that it spares the defense budget, already heavily depleted under President Obama, from a deep further round of cuts. For complex budgetary reasons, the military was set to absorb most of next year's mandated reductions. Finally, the deal did not go down well with some right-wing groups, some of which spend most of their energies and money trying to defeat incumbent Republican politicians. Fear of them drove the defund/shutdown strategy that failed so spectacularly last October. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has already declared war on one of these groups, the Senate Conservatives Fund. House Speaker John Boehner's outburst last week against such groups, though he did not name them, is a sign he's fed up with them too, and not afraid of them. That's probably the third best thing. Brett?
What about the political fallout? You know, for Paul Ryan, conventional wisdom is that this plays pretty well for him. What about the people voting no who may run for president? The Marco Rubios, the Rand Pauls, the Ted Cruz.
Rand Paul is someone one would expect to vote no on a deal like this. Marco Rubio, not so much. So you have to ask the question, why would Marco Rubio be against this? I think the reason is very simple. Marco Rubio would like to run for president. He alienated the right wing of his party with his stance on immigration and got in real hot water with them. And he's been working, I think, assiduously to regain their support ever since. You know, he was against he voted, I think, in a lot of people's eyes, with the Tea Party on the shutdown. In the end, he voted against that deal, and he's voting against this. One assumes that over time, perhaps he will adhere to a different course. But right now, I think he's doing what he's doing because he got in hot water and wants to get out.
All right, Brett, we'll watch it. Thank you.
You bet.